What's good, everybody? It's your boy Irv Gotti, and I'm actually hitting y'all with a YouTube video. Haven't done one of these in a while, to be honest. But I'm enjoying NBA 2K23. I can't lie, man. I'm really enjoying it. I think the game has a lot of basketball principles, and that's what I want to go over today for you guys. Just one of those basketball principles, which is help defense. Now I know in the My Team community and the comp community, the mentality is normally just to have no help at all when you're playing defense. But today I want to challenge that mentality. I want to challenge that because help defense is very important in basketball, and I'm going to show you why. And I think it actually plays out pretty realistically in 2K this year. But we're just going to go over a few reasons why I think that's the case. So I got a few clips here for you guys. I'm just going to showcase what I want to get across, basically the point that I'm trying to get across. So help defense this year in 2K is really important. It's easy to get to the rim, and if you don't have your players rotating, if you don't have that extra weak side protection, you're just gonna get scored on in the paint pretty much all game long. So we can just run through the clip so I can show you examples of what I'm talking about. All right, so in this clip here, Curry is actually getting boxed up on ball low key, but that's not the reason we're looking at this. So I want to pause it here. So Curry actually, I play a little too overly aggressive against Curry, and he gets a little bit of a lane. But if you notice, Giannis actually slides down. So Giannis abandons KD. He rotates over to Curry, who has a little bit of a lane, and then Grant Hill slides down to rotate the KD to pick him up. So that's great AI help defense, great rotations. And as you can see, it clogs the paint. There's 4 guys in the paint. There's nothing going on in the paint. So we can just run through a couple more clips of some nice rotations and help defense. Here, yeah, Giannis makes a really good play, really good rotation here. And I just want to pause it just so I can talk a little more. So help defense is important because, especially this year, because shooting is so hard. Shooting is so difficult. Well, for most people, shooting is really difficult, and it's much harder than it's been in the past few years of 2K. This is why help defense is very important. Now, there's a few ways you can go about bringing your help defense. You can, set it in the code settings, defensive settings, and have your AI players just automatically rotate and make the help decisions on their own. Or you can choose to control different players on the court. So if you choose to control different players on the court, you can actually manually bring help and kind of bait somebody into shooting a shot that they really shouldn't be shooting, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm just running this clip right here. This is another example of where Grant Hill actually slides down. So we're gonna just go through that again. So Curry runs the pick and roll. I'm on ball with Chris Paul. Giannis is hedging the pick and roll. Grant Hill slides down to take away the cutter, which is Giannis. So he slides down, and that leaves Scotty Barnes open. But that's what we want, though. We want to give up that shot, especially versus somebody that can't shoot or hasn't shown us that they can shoot yet. You want to give that shot up. So this is just another clip. See, Giannis plays really good pick and roll hedge defense right there. He's able to step up on Morant and recover to Pau Gasol. So very good defense. And then there's another clip that I have here if you for you guys to see. It's not quite here yet. Okay, so I think this is the clip here. So this guy has Pink Diamond, Derrick Rose, Zach LaVine. So we play pretty good defense. Really good defense overall, all around. Great help defense by Giannis. Yeah, so he comes over to get the block. That was excellent help defense. Nice help by Rudy Gobert again. So basically, guys, the thing I'm trying to get across to you is that help defense is very important this year. Whether you bring it manually by controlling off-ball players or you have it set in your defensive settings. Because if you don't have help defense, if you're not bringing help defense over, you're going to get scored on in the paint all the time. So having a help defense come over, having your players rotate and clog up the paint is going to be crucial, and you want to force people to shoot shots with people that they shouldn't be shooting with. Yeah, but like I said, guys, help defense is really important this year. I want to challenge you guys to kind of change your mentality when it comes to that, because this is a year where it's much easier to score in the paint. I would say, at least in this stage of the game. You know, a lot of cards don't have their badges and stuff yet. That was a nice weak side rotation by Gobert, so we can just run that back. But yeah, like I was saying, a lot of cards don't have their badges or anything yet. So I think once we see more cards with better defensive badging, it should make scoring in the paint a little bit tougher. At least that's my hope. But until then, you know, you guys want to make sure that you have proper help defense. You want to make sure that you're forcing people to shoot shots that are bad shots for them. And we're just gonna go back to this play because this is my favorite play here. So, like I said, Curry is running the pick and roll. Giannis shows, he hedges. Grant Hill slides down to take away Giannis because he's cutting free, and that leaves Scottie Barnes open in the corner. Now, you know, usually you wouldn't want people to be left open in the corner, but in 2K23, especially in this stage of the game, you kind of want that, especially with bad shooters. So I can live with Scottie Barnes shooting this shot, especially if it's somebody that doesn't really know how to shoot. And that's the kind of the mentality that I'm trying to get across to you guys. So leaving people, I don't want to say leaving people open, but making people shoot shots that they're not comfortable with is a sound, viable strategy in this game. And that's basketball overall, because you're not going to be able to take away every single thing on the court. There's going to be give and take. That's what basketball is. You're going to have to give up something. And you want to choose to give up the lowest probability shots possible. So, you know, if that means leaving somebody like Scottie Barnes open in the corner to shoot this shot, then I'm going to do it, you know, because I prefer him shooting the shot than getting the layup in the paint, you know, especially since layups in the paint going in at a high clip right now. So that's kind of like the basketball mentality that I'm trying to, you know, get people to look at, because that's really how basketball is played, you know. It's give and take. You want to give up the lowest probability or the lowest percentage shots possible. So yeah, so that's great help defense, great rotation, and that's kind of the mentality this year, guys. So hopefully you can take something from it. Hopefully you can learn and implement it in your game. Like I said, either if you're bringing help manually or just letting your settings do the work. I think that's the way to go this year. So until next time, I'm out, guys. Peace.